Ladies and gentlemen, the day before Saga has finally come to an end. The team announced today something very special, which is going to make a few of those people that paid a few $100s for a day before key very, very sad. Now, if you don't know what I mean by that, we will go into it. All will be explained. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and stick around for much more survival content. That is what we do here at White Gaming. If you're a fan of Starfield, check out the second channel, the Space Cowboy. Now, the game was a complete mess on launch day. It was not a survival MMO, it was an extraction shooter. And that idea of an extraction shooter is actually really quite cool. I did do a video on a game that was similar a couple of days ago, which the card for that is in the top right now. And Mytona, their publisher, have finally announced that anyone that has bought the game on the 12th of December, they said you can refund it through Steam, regardless of playtime, regardless of how many hours you've actually played the game, which is against Steam's standard refund policy. Alongside that, the game has actually been removed from Steam. It is not there anymore, and neither is their other game, Prop Night or Prop Hunt, whichever one it is. That has actually been pulled down from the Steam store too. As well as Fantastic, 4 days after the day before launch, finally deciding to shut down their studio and pay off any debts that they had incurred. So all of the things to do with Fantastic have now gone. The Mytona put out something on the 12th, which was basically just announcing that they are sorry, it didn't meet the expectations of the majority of players. I mean, it didn't meet the expectations of any of the players. They've worked with Steam to open up full refunds for any players who choose to make one. Now, Prop Night, can't find anything on that on Steam, which is a massive shame. It seemed like that was alright and people were still playing that. But anything from this dev team is money in their pockets, so we definitely don't want to encourage or play any of their games. Now, I did mention in a previous video that they'd actually released an app called Continent, which was an office version of pretty much Skype, which could be used anywhere and anywhere. And I think it was a subscription service. That has also gone down too. Somebody did tell me I was wrong and they've only ever made games. I knew that they showcased something along these lines because they said they had some things to show off about the day before. Turns out it was just how their office works, and this is how they communicate with each other through this Continent app. Now, that used to be available to download online, but it is not anymore. When you click the link to it, it just brings you straight to this, which we've already seen this before, but it has now been edited. This was published on the 12th of December, and loads of other studios released things like this as a piss take, and it was beautiful. So they released Wild 8, Dead Dozen, Radiant 1, and then Prop Night. Now, Wild 8, I think they sold off to another studio, but that game has been receiving a hell of a load of negative reviews as well. Anything that has been done by Fantastic has been absolutely review bombed to shit. But when you click on any of the Fantastic links, it will bring you straight to this as their new homepage. And as you can see at the bottom, an answer to those who ask for a refund. Mytona and we're currently working with Steam to allow refunds for any player who chooses to request one, regardless of game time. Fantastic receives $0 and will receive nothing from the day before sales. Which I really hope that is the case. Hopefully they've not managed to squirrel away any money at all. Obviously it being removed from Steam, there's not many chances of anybody being able to get hold of it. But alongside that, there was some really crazy shit. I come across this IGN article the other day. Notification popped up on my phone about the day before being sold for $300. But as you can see here, the day before Steam keys are available on 30 third-party websites for $233.97 at the cheapest. Some others are being listed for more than $300, which is absolutely insane that people would be paying this and it becomes some sort of relic. That is nuts. That is absolutely mental. So, I don't know who, I did see yesterday, I can't find the article now, but somebody had found a listing for $450 for a Steam game that was originally $39.99 and an absolute shit show. I got my money back from that. I am so glad that I did. After this announcement here. Now, this was released on their Twitter page a few hours ago. Dear community, we regret to inform you that the development company Fantastic has officially ceased operations, and as a result, the day before will be retired and the servers will be turned off on the 22nd of January 2024. As previously communicated, Mytona, as the investor, has been working in collaboration with Steam to facilitate refunds for all game purchases. For any player that has not already had their purchase refunded, Steam will now proactively refund all remaining players. So you will receive a refund regardless of whether you want one now. So, quite good. I'm assuming that means you'll be able to play the game up until the 22nd, and then that'll be it. We will extend our gratitude for the community support throughout the project's life. Unfortunately, without a development team, we had no alternate choice but to officially close the project. What? We sincerely thank all our supporters throughout this journey and wish you a happy holiday season. So, the development team is the only reason that you can't actually fix this then. It's got nothing to do with the fact that you guys lied, completely scammed everyone, and absolutely fucking annihilated the entire game. If you hadn't have lied and said it was an extraction shooter, yeah, there may have been less interest in it, but I think that would have been a bit better. Even with all the bugs, if it was completely honest from the get-go that this is an extraction shooter and it launched the way it did, with a promise of fixes to come, I think everything would have been fine. Yes, they would have had a lot of refunds, they would have had a lot of people pissed off, but I think they could have pulled back if they'd updated and kept it right, but only if they hadn't lied from the very beginning. So, as an extraction shooter type, like I said, the video that I did the other day is pretty much what the day before would be if it worked. And it looks really cool. There was a beta for it. And that was Naquan Last Paradise, which was really, really cool. Loads and loads of fun by the looks of it, and hopefully that game progresses and does become something realistic and actually playable. So far it looks good, and the team that... And the most recent playtest that they did went off without a hitch. It looked really, really fun. It is co-op, PvP aspect, pretty much Escape from Tarkov, but with zombies and other players. So very, very cool, which is what the day before should have been if they hadn't lied from the very, very beginning. I don't understand how they ever thought they were going to get this done or even make it work, but or where they're going from this, because they must have known that the aim was completely flawed and whatever was going to happen was never going to be good. It could be that the brothers behind Fantastic are going to come up with another project in a couple of years' time and use Fantastic to get themselves a lot more notoriety. But most people wouldn't really want anything to do with that unless it's something that's not gaming that still gets their name out there in a certain way. I don't know. But regardless of what they do, their reputations are completely tarnished. I don't think anybody would ever buy a game from these guys ever again. And hopefully that's the way it goes. Hopefully they don't make any money. And now they've completely dissolved the company. I don't think there'll be many legal proceedings against the brothers themselves. I'm not too sure how the company was structured, whether it was structured in a way that protected them a little bit more. But who knows? Who knows? There's plenty of decent videos out there that go very, very detailed with the actual brothers and the team and the community behind it, rather than just the actual game and the scam itself. Kira TV is one of the guys that covers it really, really detailed, going through documents and all sorts of stuff. Very, very interesting to see, and hopefully these guys never get back into the gaming industry and we don't hear or see from them again. For now, though, we're going to wrap that one up there. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and if I don't see you before then, Merry Christmas and have a great, happy holiday season. Don't eat too much, eat lots, get fat, get drunk, and enjoy it. For now, I've been Wired. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.